Listen to mirror, mirror, the reflection of the love. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my trading journal. And yes, it has been a super long time since I did a video. Listen, your girl has just been super busy. But does that mean I have gotten any slower on my trading journey? No. But this is more of like an update video to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing, and I don't know, I might do a little Q&A at the same time. Did you guys miss me? Okay, so first of all, where have I been? Let's just start off by saying that 2022 was such a crazy year. Am I right? It was just the ghetto. It was gnarly. Everyone was struggling. It was just a very interesting time, I think. And especially if you are in the crypto space, then you definitely would have been affected. So big hearts going out to anyone out there who is a crypto babe. Stay in the trade. Just make sure you hold on. We're holding on for dear life. Just remember, guys, to have faith and just to keep doing what you're doing. Okay, you're doing great stuff. And now things are cheaper than ever. So I don't know, do what I do, buy. It's like everything's on sale. But despite it being a crazy year, and you know what's really interesting is that there's just across the board, across every single industry, no matter where people are working, nobody has said that they had a good 2022. I mean, I actually did have a really great 2022, but I just became so busy with like life outside of trading that trading really kind of not took a back burner, because I've still been very active for the Trade Creators team every single day. That has not changed. But I suppose the way that I turn up online has been changing like a lot and just evolving with whatever I can manage at the time. You know what I'm saying? Which is also in relation to my flat. So you guys know that I bought my flat right like at the start of my trading journey, which is crazy. And it was always my dream with this property to actually use it as an Airbnb. Like originally, this was supposed to be a stream of income for me. And when I bought it, started trading, we then had COVID and then ended up just living in it. And I never actually did the Airbnb thing. But since August, I have actually been doing Airbnb on my property, and it has been the craziest thing ever. I was like, let me just put this on here and see what happens, not thinking that it would be booked back to back solidly right up until the new year and beyond. So, you know, even being able to be in here has been really challenging. As you guys know, if you're my hardcore followers, if you're my OG followers, you know that I love recording in this space because it's beautiful, it's white, it's bright, it's airy. So it really does feel like my safe space for filming. This is my home. But, you know, because of Airbnb, I haven't really been in my filming space. So if you want the same consistent content, I kind of have to be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I did Airbnb in the first place was because I was doing so much training. So you guys know that I am not only a dancer and choreographer, but I'm also a stunt woman. I've been working as a stunt woman for 3 years, but I've also training for the British Stunt Register, the BSR, which is a really big boys club for the stunt people in the UK. If you don't know, get to know. Definitely do your Googles. It's kind of crazy. But I've been training for that, and I do trampolining, I do horse riding, I do taekwondo, I do all sorts of things. And a lot of the time, they're not actually based here in London where I am. It's outside of London where I have to go for this training. Where are you finding horses in Central? I just ended up being at mum and dad's house so much of the time that I was just like, what's the point? My flat's just sitting there empty, gathering dust. So let me just put it on Airbnb and see what happens. And it has been phenomenons. Loved it. So it's just been rolling ever since. And now I've kind of put it on a pause just so I can come back into my flat, do some upgrades, which definitely need to happen, but also have some time living here, create loads of content. So I'm going to just, spend the next couple of days / weeks recording loads of stuff for you guys and making sure that you guys are doing well on your own trading journeys too. Because even though I've gotten to a certain level with my trading that's been, well, you guys have seen me being incredibly consistent over the last 3 years, but to be so comfortable is amazing. And I just want to ensure that I can do as much as I can to help anyone who's still watching me here on YouTube, to help you get to where you want to be as well. I was that girl that came in with nothing. I was that person that came in desperate. I had no money. I needed trading to work. And if that was my story, I know for a fact there are loads of people who have similar stories. And it's just about realizing that you can actually be successful. You can do the thing and you can be living your dream life. The reason why I ain't been here is because I've been out there doing the thing, living the dream life. So that's Airbnb. I've also been filming. I've been filming so much. It's been a lot of some of your favorite TV shows, which you will certainly know, and films as well. We've done a lot, and I've actually, from the beginning of end of December and all throughout January and into February, I've been filming on a very exciting TV show, which I'm really not allowed to talk about because hashtag NDA. And that was like non-stop filming throughout. Like it was just very, very intense. So when you're doing film work, it really does just take over your entire life. So that sometimes means that, for example, Breakfast Club kind of goes out the window. But actually, having said that, because this job was like all night shoots, okay, this is how dedicated I am to the trading. Okay, people, those of you who aren't in the Trade Creatives team, you just don't understand. Okay, so I would be doing these night shoots all night. Bearing in mind it's January, -5 degrees in the UK. Everyone else is asleep in bed. Me, your girl, is on set. I'd be doing that all night. We'd wrap up maybe like 3. By the time you get out of costume, you go home, you shower, get into bed, it's like 4, half 4. So I'd be getting 3 hours, a lot of the time 2 hours sleep. I would wake up, do Breakfast Club with the team, and then go back to bed to sleep until for the another 4 hours until I have to go back to set. So that really was my life for the last like 2 months. And even though it sounds painful, it was doable for me because I'm so committed to the team and also my own personal trades. Like if I'm not placing trades, I'm not making money. So I still need to ensure that even when I'm booked and busy, that my portfolio is still growing. So when people say it's too hard, you don't have time, best believe if I can wake up after doing night shoots, after 2 hours sleep, still do Breakfast Club and still maintain my own trading, you can do it too. I promise. Trust me, it's not that, you get to a certain stage in your trading account and then life becomes crazy easy. It's all still the same shit, different smell. It's all the same activity. It's all the same discipline that you need to take from the beginning that goes right the way through with you. Otherwise, your account isn't growing, and that's just facts. So I guess that's in terms of the filming. Yeah, there's a lot that I'm actually not able to talk about yet, but when things start to come out, then I can tell you what I've been in. Maybe you guys can do a little guess, things that I've been doing. Oh yeah, trampolining is going really well, although I have recently just been injured, so I'm doing a little bit of recovery at the moment, but trampoling's been going amazing. Taekwondo, I'm getting my red belt next week, which is so exciting, and then after that, I'm black belt. So you guys have really been a witness to this whole kind of training journey that I've been on. Maybe I should share more of my crazy ass life that isn't on the charts. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want that. And I still get loads of messages from you guys regarding NFTs. And more specifically, my NFT. Yes, I have an NFT. No, I've done nothing with it. And I say an NFT, I have 10 NFTs. I've done nothing with them. I made 10 versions of my one NFT. So it's like I made like 10 tokens. And I've actually done nothing with it. I do need to pick that up again. It's just, I just really left it on the back burner. Priorities. Also, in terms of writing my book, that book that I started, classic, just didn't finish because I think it just didn't really feel right. Like I didn't really know what I was writing about. Like, am I doing like a novel of my life? Is it like me telling my story, or is it more like a self-help book for you guys? I found that really challenging. So instead, what I did was I wrote 2 separate books. One book was to help you guys get out of debt because I had so many people reaching out to me on TikTok telling me that, they're in financial trouble and is trading a good way to rectify their situation, which always the answer is no. But instead, I decided to write a book on how to get yourself out of debt, which you guys have actually, for those of you who have purchased it, you've had great feedback, which is lovely. And then also recently, I made a Forex for Beginners handbook because every time I did a TikTok live, you guys are all asking like, do you have a PDF? Do you have the 2 questions I get all the time? Do you have a Telegram? Do you have a PDF? The answer to both of those was no. However, I do now. So at least I have something that I can point you guys towards so that you can be engaging with those things. If you want a PDF to download, you can go check that out. If you want to join the Telegram, which I've now officially opened, you guys can join that as well. So yeah, kind of lots of little updates. I do a lot of TikTok now. I was terrible at TikTok before. Now I'm obsessed with TikTok and kind of trying loads of different things to see what you guys like. I was doing a lot of like kind of teaching and education stuff on there, and it was just what I'm really hitting. Do you know what I'm saying? So just kind of, I don't know, I've just been experimenting with TikTok and seeing what you guys like. So there's a lot of arguing in the comments, but whatever gets the people going, I guess. It's always a whole load of crypto bros being like, oh, poo-poo this, poo-poo that, which I find boring. Just bore off. And you just realize that a lot of people just can't do basic math. And by math, I mean compounding. Scratch that. There's just always so much negativity and naysayers. I just think it's like super lame. But a lot of people do find my TikToks and my TikTok lives helpful. So I'm going to keep doing what I do for you guys so that you can just, I don't know, I just like hanging out. I like, talking to people who just first of all get it. If you have any ideas, let me know. With that in mind, I don't really have anything else planned for this video. This is more of like a general quick update situation just to say, hey, I am still here. here, but I've been very much focusing on the Trade Creatives team themselves, who everyone's been doing incredibly well. I'm so proud of everyone. And also, I'm no longer an IM Academy member. I'm gone pretty much independent now, which feels amazing, and able to grow, Trade Creatives in the way that I want to, and it feels so phenomenal. So if you happen to be a creative, an artist, a freelancer, feel free to reach out over on Instagram. I am at Trade Creatives. You can always slide into the DMs and ask your questions. That in mind, considering that I had actually nothing else planned for this video, I've decided to just go live on TikTok and see what questions you guys have. Okay. Oh, snap! This ring light actually does bits. This is making me look real good. I look quite pretty. What up, guys? Good to see you. God, I'm so bad at hosting TikTok lives. What up, ugly? Good to see ya. Back for more. Also, I go into this weird teacher mode. Can't help it. It's just the way that I've been brought up. It's the way that my trading teachers have taught me. Go into teacher mode when you get stupid questions, that's when I go into teacher mode. So, does AI trading really work? Yes, well, I'll tell you what, it really depends on who's created the AI. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, let me just go to ChatGPT and tell it to create a trading code for me. I don't even know how any of that works. If you yourself are not a trader and you don't understand how the AI system is leveraging your money or a pot of money, then you're not going to really understand how it's working or be able to tell if it's good or not. Do you know what I mean? But from trading AIs that I've used, they've been working great. So I'm very happy. What up, golden boy? Golden boy. It's been a while. How's your trading going? It has been a while. Not you guys calling me out. That's mean. But trading's going really well. I still only do the same amount that I do every day. I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. till 7:30, maybe 7 till 8. And then I will just catch any alerts that go off during the day if I can catch them, if I'm not super busy or if I'm not training or whatever. Since being at home, because I've got a busted ankle, which you can't really see, I've been able to catch a lot more of my long-term positions, which is lovely. If I miss an alert, I'll just catch the trade the next morning, especially when you're trading on the daily or the 4-hour time frame. I've got active trades on the 1 hour, or if I'm, doing a scalping session on the 15-minute, then I will be a bit more proactive. But it's chill, man. You know what? People are actually really, really surprised when they actually join Trade Creatives and jump onto the Breakfast Club with me. They realize how chill I am. And they're like, oh, you make trading so relaxing. This is actually so fun. And I'm like, yeah, trading is supposed to be fun. I really am super, super chill. If I miss an opportunity, I don't cry. I don't jump in. We just wait for the next. This is what I always say, right? We do not we don't try and jump onto a moving bus. What do you do if you miss the bus? You run and try and catch it at the next bus stop. And that's literally what we do. We have a nice little jog and wait for the bus at the next stop. So, how much have I grown from the beginning? Okay, so you have to remember that I started my trading account with £200 when I first started. And that is my recommendation for everyone. So anyone who starts trading, no matter if you're a millionaire or if you're a nuttinaire, I always suggest £200 as a maximum, because if you can't grow from 200 to 300, how are you going to go from 200 to 10,000 and beyond? People like the idea of starting with a lot of money just to try and make a quick buck, but you can blow an account just taking partials or taking profits. And not seeing the full R to R through because of impatience. Okay, so start with a small account and see it grow. But I'm now working towards much larger account sizes. I'm just trying to withdraw from my accounts less. Do I know anything about Doge? I actually don't know anything about Doge. I don't care. With all due respect, I just don't care. Has anyone really made money in BTC this past year? I mean, yes, people have made money, because regardless of whether it's high or low, you can still day trade Bitcoin. I know people within my community who are day trading Bitcoin, and they're doing a grand job because price is still doing the same thing. It's not like the market is completely stagnant. It is making micro movements every single day, and you still can profit off of those. People who are doing long-term holding, that's a different story, okay? Having said that, I'm still buying Bitcoin all the time. Just right now, I wouldn't be buying personally. When I see another point of entry, then I will. I won't be entering into another position until at least these levels down here. Do you feel any different when you are in a bigger drawdown? to be honest, I've trained my brain so much that drawdown literally means nothing to me. I don't see it. Having said that, I do try to be on my actual trading apps as little as possible. I will look at my trades by looking at TradingView because I'm a very visual learner. I like pictures and I prefer to see pink and yellow and blue and not red and blue. You guys know what I mean though. Like, I prefer to actually see visually where I am because my devil likes to make money. It is what it is. So if I look at my trades, I'm more likely to close in profit or be emotionally reactive in drawdown, if that makes sense. So by not looking at that and I just look at my charts, I then feel a lot less emotion when it comes to my trades. And that's just how I work. But still, if I'm in drawdown, I'm a lot more emotional control than most people. Like, I tend to really just feel nothing. And especially when I have a stop loss, I'm like, cool, what's the next trade? If I have a profit, I'm like, cool, what's the next trade? Because you have to become an emotionless robot when you're trading. If you are harboring lots of emotion whilst you're engaging in the markets, trading's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very, very painful for you. And it just really shouldn't be that. It should feel like yoga or it should feel like ballet, right? But then also, having said that, I have low stop losses. So I don't trade with like I trade with 1% risk, guys. I trade with 1% risk or 0.5% risk or even less than that, right? I do not risk it for a biscuit. I don't do 2% risk. I don't do 3% risk. Or I know people do 5% risk. I do not do any of that, which is why I feel a lot less emotion because I'm always under leveraging my account. I am never, ever over leveraging my account, always under leveraging. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Thoughts on funded. I think funded has become just so super glorified. And I'll be really honest with you guys. I know more traders who are successful at sustaining their own capital and their own accounts over maintaining funded. And I think that's because the mentality really does change when you get your funded account. I don't know, which is what I've always done. I've always been in a community of people who have self-funded and maintained their own capital, maintained their own portfolio, and not had to leverage others. But it did. I suppose during COVID, it became very trendy to become a funded trader. And in my mind, funded doesn't necessarily make you a better trader because a lot of people don't tend to last with funded. So that's kind of what I actually think about funded. To each their own. It is also smart to leverage other people. So if you've been trading on your own for years and now you think, oh, I'd like to leverage a $100,000 account, then by all means do. No way is better than the other. I'm saying all of this now just from my own knowledge, my own experience. I would never poo-poo on anyone else's journey because I think that is, like I said, super lame. So, do what works best for you. But how do I feel about funded? I'm impartial. Works for some and doesn't work for others. Oh man, you blew your account last month on gold. Yeah, well, gold has taken a lot of people's money. Gold's taken a lot of my money. Gold is very unforgiving, and a lot of newbie traders want to trade gold without the proper account size. First of all, you should never be trading gold unless you've got $1,000 minimum, in my opinion. And also without the proper risk management or understanding of risk management or the proper trader's psychology. Gold will humble you very, very quickly, as will trading indices. So, just be super prepared for if you are going to be doing higher leverage or higher risk, be prepared for the results of that in a negative way. Gold pays, but she can also take away just as fast. Oh, everyone follow Laz Lolly. He's a master at gold. Every market is unforgiving. And it's just about, what is your edge as a trader when you're engaging in these spaces? If you are emotional, if you are turbulent, if you make quick decisions, well, you can make quick decisions, but if they're based off of feeling rather than strategy, then that's a problem, And you know what's crazy to me? Can we talk about something that's crazy to me? And I'm going to talk about it here because I like to think that the YouTube crew is a safe space, okay? I'm going to take your point, Golden Boy. Funded is great, so long as you're making 3 to 5% monthly. Nice, right? Doable. Yes, we're all in agreement that 3 to 5% monthly is very doable because all of these funded accounts and prop firms, that's their basic level of requirement. Yes or yes, right? So how come in the comments of all these TikToks, people are saying, if you made 3% per month, that's better than Jeff Bezos, rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, are you guys just like not doing maths? Or like, what is everyone's trading? What are you guys doing? You know, even 5% per month is very, very doable. And they're saying that's impossible to be getting 5% per month. You'd be better than most banks in the world, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. Exactly. And these prop firms have no profit target either. So the idea is that you're making 3 to 5% minimum. Sometimes it's 8% minimum per month, right? Otherwise you get your account taken away from you. So I'm very confused as to what everyone else is doing with their trading, because if that's the standard, how come everyone's saying that it's impossible? I don't know. I'm just very confused as to how people are trading, I think. If you do the very basic minimum and try to make, let's say 1% per day, 1% a day. Also bearing in mind that you've got 30 currency pairs, you've got gold, you've got a bajillion trading strategies out there, and you can't make 1% a day? That's strange. But okay, let's say that you don't make that 1% a day. So let's say you have 3 good trading days and 2 bad trading days a week. And people are saying that they still don't do that. So I don't know. I think just people have been trained very differently. I'm very risk averse. I like to make money. I don't like to lose money. So we talked about drawdown. I don't like losing money. I'm able to deal with losing money very well. But my devil, she likes to make money. I like to be as risk averse as possible, if that makes sense. Favorite pair. Okay, so you guys know that I do not like to have any kind of subconscious bias when it comes to the currency pairs. A lot of people will stick to like 1 or 2 currency pairs for their entire trading journey. And whilst, you know, whatever works for you as an individual is great, me personally, I like to practice fluidity. So if I see my strategy execute across any of the currency pairs, I will take the trade. Are there currency pairs that I hate? Yes. However, I will not discriminate. I will still take the trade if I see my strategy executing on that currency pair. GBP/CHF is ugly. There's no other way to describe it. It's choppy, it's wicky, it's not pretty. If my strategy is executing on that currency pair, though, will I take it? Absolutely yes. But if I was going to have favorites, because I also like to personify the market as well, because it just means that I can organize the currency pairs in my head, and I have, I can just know the kind of temperament of the currency and how it moves and what I can expect, right? So I really, really love AUD CAD, which a lot of people, I know that's controversial. It's also the slowest moving currency pair. I do love Euro GBP. She just does the same thing every day. She's beautiful. I do love GBP NZD because it's got the highest rate of return, bop, fastest moving currency pair. So, do I have some favorites? Yes. Do I exclude them and trade them exclusively? No. One question, go. Favorite indicators. Favorite indicators, EMAs. I love the EMAs, and I also love using the TDI as well. The TDI is bae. What is my trading strategy? So I am a market geometry girl. I love using the Fibonacci. Fibonacci retracement really has been my bread and butter for the last 2-3 years. So yeah, that is my fave. TDI doesn't lie. Somebody is in the know. Honest Evs. Honest Evs gets it. What's my favorite pair and why? Favorite pair and why? I like GBP NZD. She hasn't really been looking that cute recently, I won't lie. Very consolidated, very, very wicky, very, very boring. However, if there's any opportunity that I can trade GN, I will. I will jump on that because the returns are lovely. What time is Breakfast Club? It is 7 till 7:30, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This person is getting a block. You fucking gross! Guys, I have the hand of a samurai sword. I will block anyone. Trade props? No, I'm independent. What platforms do I use for trading Forex? So when I'm doing my trading, I use MT4 and I use TradingView to analyze the charts. Do you think this little bull run in crypto markets is over? Me personally, I think right now it could be. If we're looking at Bitcoin, I'm expecting price to go down, probably to like the 21,500 levels. And that's when I'd be looking at then opportunities for it to go back up again. Is Trade Creators free or do I have to pay? Actually, I do now have free options if you wanted them. So I now have a free Telegram group that you can jump into. I just hang out in there from time to time, usually once a day or twice a day. Say hey, give you guys some ideas. I've actually popped an investment opportunity into my Telegram just now. So if anyone is interested in that, do take a look. If you don't have my Telegram, message me on Instagram at Trade Creatives. That is it, at Trade Creatives. No dots, no underscores, no I's. But you can always find the link through like my bio and stuff. Message me on Instagram so I can send you the Telegram link so you can jump onto that. I do have my PDFs like $7. So pick that up if you want some really... She's finally alive! I'm alive! Yeah, I know. It's been a minute. What up, Kane Rose? Yeah, I can send you the Telegram. No problem. Would love to get into trading. Haven't a clue how. You know what? I didn't, to be fair, on the outside, trading probably looks super sexy, super amazing. I didn't even really know that trading existed until I saw it one time and I knew straight away that I wanted to trade. I wanted to be a good trader. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's either the ENTJ in me or the Ravenclaw in me that wants to master every skill that I come across. Like I see something and I'm like, I'm going to do that. And that really was it. So if you're looking at it from the outside and you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, definitely start looking for, the right education, the right communities. That's always going to be the best thing. Find somebody within your circles who's successful. I think a lot of people in general, if you spoke to like your friends and family about it, a lot of the people would say, no, don't do it, which is why you can't ask those people, if that makes sense. Find people who are actually qualified to their opinion on it, someone who's been doing it for 3+ years, hear their story and find out if it is really something for you. And if you do like the idea of it, then, it doesn't hurt to go into doing a little bit of research. And once you really get into trading, like it is so beautiful. It is so much fun. And, you get rewarded for your commitment to it. So what do you think about people copying trades? To be honest, I had to kind of change my opinion on that because I used to say, if you're copying trade, you don't know what you're doing, and poo. However, if you're in a situation where you found somebody who gives great signals and they're working for you and you're happy, then by all means. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video or this kind of like session that I've just had. That was just like a very quick update and a quick Q&A. If you guys want to see more content like this, do let me know. Make sure you guys are following over on TikTok. On Instagram, I am at Trade Creatives, and I will see you guys in the next one. Big love, bye.
Listen to mirror the reflection of the